A mismatch, one has to say, with El Guerrouj getting the better of Coman by some 3 seconds in Oslo. So we focus our attentions on a potential world record. El Guerrouj looking to better 3:27.37, set by Morselli of Algeria. Well, we're joined by Channel 4 statman Ian Hodge as the pacemakers get us off to a quick start. Robert Kibet taking the action underway. But the question that everybody needs answering in, is that world record likely to tumble this evening?
Well, there's no doubt about it. It's one hell of a world record. Morselli was the world's #1 for 5 years, and he was uncatchable at that time. And El Guerrouj is now into that level.
Well, Robert Kibet takes them along. Then the second pacemaker, Noah N'Gani, is just behind. Then Guerrouj is third. Kiboen is fourth. Then it looks to be Sami Rono in fifth position. And Daniel Coman, Ian, already starting to struggle. This much publicised match is not going to happen again, surely.
Well, no, I don't think it will. The first lap was just over 54 seconds, and Coman just can't live with this pace. El Guerrouj will now be hoping to run about 57 seconds for this next lap and go through in about 1:51, and if he keeps on this pace, the record is still on.
Well, we've got a few technical problems. The clock's not appearing on screen. We will be throwing you down trackside to Steve Cram, who is standing right next to the clock. But one has to say, El Guerrouj is looking very comfortable indeed with just 2 laps to go.
Yes, El Guerrouj is looking supremely relaxed. Both pacemakers are doing a wonderful job, and all he has to do is just hang in there.
Well, no changes in the positions. The first pacemaker, Robert Kibet, continues to take them along. Noah N'Gani is second. Then El Guerrouj seems to be drawing clear. In fourth position, clearly is Kiboen. As all the athletes now start to head for the 800-metre mark, we'll be getting reports of the times from trackside. But to us here in the commentary position, this is looking a very fast first section.
And Kibet has gone through 2 laps in 1 minute 50.8, which is about half a second up on schedule. He'll need to be operating at this same pace, maybe 55 seconds a lap for the remainder of the race.
And this is what Guerrouj needs, because Noah N'Gani has taken the pacemaker's position. He's taken first place, but clearly steps up a gear. Look at them drawing clear now, leaving the athletes behind them floundering. N'Gani is doing a superb pacemaker's job. Surely now the world record is on target. Coming into the last lap, the bell will go, and if N'Gani keeps this kind of work going, Guerrouj will be delighted. We can now go trackside for a report from our own former world record holder.
El Guerrouj hitting the bell right on world record pace. This is Morselli's world record of 3:27.37, which has stood for quite a while now. El Guerrouj in fantastic shape. He's coming to Gateshead to have a go at the 2000 world record. Is he going to get the 1500 record here tonight?
Guerrouj takes it all alone and strides out clear. 3:27.37 is Morselli's current world record. That is the target for the Moroccan, who is looking very confident indeed. Ian, there is no question, there is still strength and speed left in his legs.
Well, yes, El Guerrouj needed a 54.6 last lap, and that would have been beyond most people, but he's just accelerated from the bell and gone completely away.
El Guerrouj now has the finish line in his sights. There is no athlete, no Daniel Coman with him at all. And this looks like a world record for the taking as we get back to Steve Cram once again.
El Guerrouj hearing down the home straight now. It looks as though he's going to get very, very close indeed. The clock's stopping now. 3:27. 3:26 it must be. The clock hasn't stopped. I reckon that is a new world record for El Guerrouj. The crowd know it as well. What a fantastic run by the Moroccan.
Steve, you're absolutely right. It's confirmed here in the commentary box as 3:26.00. The 1500-metre world record has been shattered by Hicham El Guerrouj of Morocco. An outstanding performance to take his second victory over 1500 metres in the Golden League, but most importantly, a new world record.
Yes, what a wonderful performance. The first world record for El Guerrouj outdoors, and the first of many, I'm sure. He ran the last lap in 53.2, which is just incredible.
One of the greatest middle distance performances ever seen, over 1 second off the world record, and amazingly enough, he still thinks he can go faster. El Guerrouj just failed to take the mile record too on Thursday night in Nice, but this performance in Rome will live in the memory for many a year.
Of this mile race. There is also a $50,000 prize for anyone who establishes a world record. You just saw Kevin Sullivan of Canada in the yellow. He was jostled at the start line, and the former Canadian 1500-meter champion is now running second last as the pack moves through the turn. He wears competitor number 65. Sullivan and Graham Hood staged a great battle in the Canadian Championships over 1500 meters, and Sullivan indicated at the time that he did not plan to run in the Pan American Games, would instead race in Europe in preparation for the World Championships in Seville, Spain. A couple of pace setters out there leading the way for Hicham El Guerrouj.
El Guerrouj in third. The second of those pacemakers, Tanui of Kenya, the Olympic champion at 800 meters a couple of Olympic Games ago, pushing the pace 440 yards, 55.07, just about on world record pace. It's very important that these pacemakers not go out too fast. Equally, it's important that they don't slow the field down, and they're moving beautifully. And this high-class field already dropping back from the leading four, two of which are pacemakers. El Guerrouj, the world record holder in 1500 meters, which he set on this track a year ago, is now trying to take away Nuruddin Morsali's mile record.
And Jeff, it's interesting you point out that on this very track, Hicham El Guerrouj set the record for 1500 meters. When he ran that very fast time, he became the first man to average under 55 seconds per lap for the 1500 meters. And he is running a very consistent mile thus far.
Yes, the pace is good. 880 yards, 151.58. That's good pace for a new world record. It's now very, very important that they do not lose pace on this third crucial lap. This is the lap which most people let down in slightly to get ready for the final 400 meters. They must not do this if they want to take away Nuruddin Morsali's world record.
One of the pace setters, Robert Kibet, dropping out, leaving it up to Tanui to lead the way for Hicham El Guerrouj. And it's interesting that staying with Hicham El Guerrouj is the 20-year-old from Kenya, Noah Nyan. He is staying right with Hicham El Guerrouj.
And with excellent credentials. Nyan has the 3 fastest 1500-meter times in the world in 1999. So this young 20-year-old is not out of his class. Tanui has done an outstanding job as pacemaking and brings them to the bell. They've got to work very hard on this final lap, but it is possible. Guerrouj now leading, Nyan behind.
Tanui has dropped out. He did his job, as did Robert Kibet, the two pace setters, and now it is Hicham El Guerrouj going down the back straight, but he is unable to shake Noah Nyan.
So great to see an attempt on a record also being a race between two men. So often the world record challenger is out alone, having dropped the two pacemakers, but in this case we have a real race on our hands. Nyan not giving way at all. This 20-year-old with the 3 fastest times in the world this year, not in any way humiliated by this great Moroccan runner, and sticks close to him coming off the turn with 100 meters to go. He's still there.
Nyan trying to move in on Hicham El Guerrouj. He's closing. Watch the time. The world record, 3:44.39. They race to the finish line. Hicham El Guerrouj is going to hang on. He's got a world record, 3:43.12. As a matter of fact, both El Guerrouj and Nyan went under the former world record time.